Next we have George Sharpley. Would like to discuss taxpayer concerns.
Mayor, Councilman, what I would like to explain to you is the problem I see with what is going on with regard to public-private partnerships. You saw that in the News and Observer in Sunday a week ago, and this time last week there was a editorial about this situation. Across the country, this has been going on for a long time. And I'd like to just explain what the current status is with public-private partnerships according to the N&O and the company that was doing the survey. These public-private partnership concerns are not conjecture. As Rob Christensen reported in Sunday's News and Observer, the type of public-private corporate recruitment partnership has had problems in other states involving misuse of taxpayers' money. Those problems are documented in a new report from Good Jobs First, the name of the company, a Washington-based group that tracks incentives tied to business recruitment. The report's title could also serve as its summary: creating scandals instead of jobs, the failure of privatized economic development agencies. In addition, it said, privatization of economic development agency functions is an inherently corrupting action that should be avoided or repealed. I did a scan of the Raleigh website and came up with way past 100 hits of public-private partnerships. But I think the classic is the one that recently happened, came to light within the last 6 months, been going on for almost a decade. And that's Raleigh's Business and Technology Center, a decades-long example of corruption, costing taxpayers $1 million or more in their hard-earned incomes. Mayors and councilors authorized funding of Raleigh's so-called business incubator, which authorities realized several years ago was a lost cause. At best, financially supporting the incubator involved misfeasance or nonfeasance, but more likely malfeasance. Prosecute it or commit to the path Detroit has taken to the absolute hell. That's where you'll go with this kind of public-private partnership. Let me conclude by listing a few more public-private partnerships that work their way up to the big time after starting initially as small fry and have run amok. Remember Freddie and Fannie Mae? Public-private partnership that almost brought the world to its knees. How about and by the way, the person who was running Fannie Mae was a former congressman, Frederick Raines. He was CEO, and you know, in 5 years working there, he earned $90 million. Please, okay. That's our dollars. My final statement is the Federal Reserve is doing the same thing to us. We have absolutely no idea about when, where, why, or how we're going to are being boondoggled by these private bankers because they are not required to tell America what the unelected bankers are doing with our money. That's the Federal Reserve. I finished answering the question.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Have all those I put in here the report from the Sunday report and also from the report last week.
Okay. Thank you very much.
I hope we'll see some real good change.
Okay, next we will move to matters scheduled